Yes.
Okay.
So it's because I wanted to get this hunter's
Mm,
ID card,
mm,
and they did it. So I came to the office to get
mm,
the card. So the conversation with the
mm.
commander led
Yeah.
into. I mean, I just got ideas that, "Guy, why
Okay.
don't I just
Start it
include
with your own that matters with you.
Mm,
Your own name in collaboration or harmonization with so group.
mm.
Uh-huh. Okay, first of all, you say your own is
Like easy comedies.
okay. You
Mm,
easy comedy now,
mm,
trying to harmonize with
mm.
hunters
Yes.
in synergy to
Mm,
build security watchdog
mm.
and to empower the youth and to bring peace to communities.
Yes.
But the aim and objective of Yak Easy Comedy is to see
Mm,
how that community will be a peaceful place
mm,
where children, youth will grow and become useful to themselves,
mhm,
to their community, and to their families.
mm,
Because family give birth to communities.
mm,
Father, mother comes together as husband and wife, later
mm,
start producing children.
mm,
Then the children number grow up to become parents and
mm,
give birth to children. See, generation is moving.
mm,
But that generation train now, who is the guardians watching the youth? Because as they leave the house number,
mm.
they are left in the streets.
Yeah.
Now they go to the school. Those that are privileged to go to the school, the parents pay their school fee. They're in the school environment within the teachers' commands, the school authority, within the forward of the school.
Mm,
But those that are not privileged to be in the school number, they are left in the streets.
mm,
They roam around the street.
mm,
12 1, when school close, these ones are coming back from school,
mm,
while this one on the street, they meet, they greet, they relate.
mm,
When this one posts his school uniform, they run to this one's house and eat. They run to this one's and eat
mm,
and play around. You see, the, the community and the street is giving birth to the one that is going to school.
mm,
And the one that is going to school now is learning negative things from this one on the street because nothing positive is coming from the youth on the streets.
mhm,
Why the teachers have educated them in the school, go and do your assignment, do this thing. Some end up not even doing the assignment because of they are carried away
mm.
in football in the evening.
That's
After the
true.
football, they come back, they are tired, they sleep off. It will give you 1 week, 1 month, 3 months a term is finished, the second month, before in 1 year goes. If that child is not properly monitored by the parents and the community leaders
Mm,
and yaks comedies to
mm,
watch to know what is the youth focus, that youth can lose its target
mm,
of his vision and mission.
mm,
He might be a best student in school, but at that time number, if they're not able to monitor him or her,
mm,
he might end up joining friends that end up later selling marijuana. Because those that grow up without education sell marijuana now, they end up making money
mm,
on the streets.
mm,
While those that went to school, depends on what the parents give them to take to school and come back and eat. They have no peanut in their pocket except
mm,
somebody dash them money. Now, sometimes they want to buy something they don't have. They decide to beg their friends for 15 naira, 100 naira. That will make them to start selling for their friends, become boys.
mm,
And places you see this, if you go to Garabi, you
mm,
see some boys on the street. Look behind at a distance, see somebody sitting down. That is the superior to the one standing on the road.
mm,
Go to railway behind Poly, you
mm.
see some of them like that. Go to Tudoda, that carbon side, you see
Mm.
them like that.
Okay.
Those sitting down are the one controlling those standing.
Wow.
Go to Congo, Russia, at the entrance of Congo, Russia, you see a house that is roof but is scattered, no doors. You see some are inside, some are by the door, some are by the roadside side. Those at the roadside are giving the order to stand to sell by the roadside. Why those are on the door are the one watching those on the street.
Mm.
Why those on the door are the one giving order to those inside in case securities are coming. Those inside will disappear. I getting the point because they have more money than those standing on the road. You
Mm.
get the point.
Mm.
So now this thing need to make youth to grow. First of all, that youth will be interviewed to know what do you really want for yourself. What is your mission and your vision? You are created here, you're a man, you're a woman. What do you want to be in future tomorrow? You want to be a father, a mother. But being a father or a mother, you must be responsible to yourself and to the community. Then what do you want to do? Yeah, you getting my point now?
Mm.
So that person now has to think and say, I want to be a policeman. I want to be a soldier man. I want to be a Navy officer. I want to be a civil defense officer. I want to be a driver. No, I want to be a pilot. I
Mm.
want to be engineer. I want to be a doctor. After the person say all this numbers, okay, go and think of yourself. If you want to be an engineer, these are the courses you have to know and be in school. If you want to be an actor, this is what field is supposed to go. Then that person now start thinking, which one do I want to do? Then you tell the person, okay, demonstrate for me. Do you understand maths very well? Do you understand physics very well? No, I don't love physics. That means art of science, you're out of the science line.
Mm.
You see, you have caught that aspect of the person.
Mm.
Okay, since you don't love social subjects, since you love this one, concentrate on this one you love and becomes a better person in the society from there. That's when people will look for you. I getting the point.
Mhm.
So if you interview such person like Naba, you give the person assignment. When do we meet again? When the person go homes after 2 3 days, tell the person, okay, how far? What do you make up your mind on? You must have asked one or two persons, say, hi, I want to be this. Jot it down under the person's name and put the person on. So when you get like 4 5 persons, 6 you interview, bring them together and do a workshop for them. Let them interact. At the course of interaction, some will change their mind, some will stick to what they say. That's when you can get people that can work with you to achieve your goal and objective, and also their own goal and objective. Because some people are there, they want to sponsor persons to go to school, but they want a direct channel where they spend 10,000, let the 10,000 naira go direct to the school, and the receipt of the school shown to them that yes, this money they are paying for this child is going to that person's, that the person is going to school. But if you don't do this channel very well, properly, the person will think maybe some NGOs are trying to like just get money and empower themselves. So this channel is going to like help community. And when community is being harmonized and they get like 10 youths from a community, that youth number, they are born and brought up in that street in the community. They'll be the one number to watch the younger ones coming. The ones trying to lost away, they call him. This thing you are trying to do is not good. Come, I'll help you. I'll link you to my boss. From there, they'll help you on the street working. You understand? They spirit them because they are not living in the same house. They live within the same community, but they're not living in the same street. All of them start doing their own assignment wherever they are. Sensitization and awareness. Educational awareness, sensitization awareness on drug abuse, and street menace. Street menace is where youth harmonize themselves and go and drink. After drinking number, they take drugs and they build up the mind to break into people's houses to steal. Why? Because of what they take. But ordinarily, they cannot do that in their mindset. Are you getting the point? So to break even of all this to reduce crime number, that means when a youth from Gadavi has a friend in Rukuba Road, those in Rukuba has a friend in Gadavi, they have a meeting point. So if they want to break into a building, the one in Gadavi now will come to this side, the one in Rukuba Road will tell them how the place look like. Then they'll be the one watching. You know the youth already standing outside as if he's making call. But somebody is there entering the building through the fence to do what he or she wants to do. But they are working in synergy. I get it. But so such kind of youth now, if you get them now and sensitize them, they will tell you the criminal way of catching a criminal. You're getting the point. But if you don't sensitize them very well, they end up growing more on the street and they end up friending the most expensive young ladies that went to the good schools because of why they grew up together in the streets and they know themselves on the streets. But the young lady now see that this guy is spending money on her, but the responsible person doesn't have money to take care of her. At the end number, your daughter becomes pregnant to an unwanted human being you don't like in your life. Because of why? Peer group friending, childhood friending. That peer group friending is a history that they have, but you don't know. But you know the child grew up in the streets and your neighborhood. Boy own go to schools, go to boarding school, go to university. As they graduated, they come back to their family home. Until when they are married, they are moved to their husband's house. If he's a young man, he comes back to his father's house until where he's able to sustain himself to pack and rent his house or got a job. That's where he's safe. But as far as within the four walls of that community, he has to meet, he's always meeting his peer group friend of childhood friends. So if you meet with the wrong ones within the community, that means all the academy, the money you spend on that child, be it male or female, is going to be wasted. Because of why? You don't know all his friends. You don't know where he goes to and where he comes back from. And sometimes if he comes out, if you see him with expensive phone or money, you don't ask him, who give you this phone? You know your son cannot afford this phone. Where did you get that phone from? I get it. Relate with your friend. That means make your sons and daughter your close peer friends where people can be relating. So that when you see something within them that you know that you cannot afford, you can know how to ask them so that they can tell you the truth. But if not, if you are too stiff to them, that are too harsh on them, they will have expensive things, they'll be hiding it away from you. And any day they will be praying that you should die early so that they inherit assets from you. Why? Because of why? Their mindset is that wealth that you suffered for. But they don't know years you spend in getting those wealth. In working, in saving, and paying their school fees, feeding the home, and planning those things. Before you know, that own son or your own daughter number becomes your headache to you, where you're going to develop BP, high BP, stroke, frustration. Because of why? How will you train a child after serving with NYC? He's still looking for a job or she's still looking for a job. At the end, that child tells you that you are not a responsible father or responsible mother. Are you the one to give him that job? No, you've done your part as parents. But you cannot leave your home until she marries out. But he cannot leave home until he has something to do to sustain himself before packing out of the house. But if you force him to pack out, You go and join bad friends to live with them. But you come back with the bad friends to steal what you have. If you have a parked car, they remove the tires, they remove the engines and go and sell. He tell them when to come to the house and when somebody will be in the house. But they take out this mostly on Sundays when people are going to church.
That's true.
You get the point now. So strategically now, if the program has to be sanitized and also with security now in collaboration now, that means they have to work as a one union. Where as they are working now, but they'll make sure that the youth are working with them so that they should not look down on the youth that they are nuisance. No, love them, care for them, crack joke with them. When you crack joke with them, find out that they open up their mind for you. Festive period like Christmas and Easter period, or if there are Muslims among them, a festive period number, try to see what to do. Say, let's do something, get together. Bring the higher amount of money, maybe someone with 15 naira, 100 naira. Get together and relate. That's where you're going to know some of them that have never eaten such kind of people are eating there. The way they're going to rush that thing because of why they are not opportune to see such kind of things.
Okay, so you mean they will be the one to bring together 100 naira and then put
so you
together
can say anything you feel you can get. Don't impose it on them. Tell them that you want to do get together so but please anything you get you can bring. But if you don't have, still come. Are you getting the point? When you do the first one about the first phase, they see the way it's been done. Some came empty-handed. Those that came empty-handed will say, "Boy, last time I ate free, now I can't go free again because they marked me, and my name was not among the list that brings something. And nobody asked me, boy, I will the wrong belly." I get the point. They will try to say, "Okay, please." They will just save money before that day and come, so that they should feel among. Because those that pays money can talk, but those that didn't pay money will shy away from talking. But something good is in them, but they cannot air it out because of why they are eating free thing. I getting the point. So the youth are in different categories. Age group are there. Knowledge wealth, academic and non-academics are there. Street ones are there. Those that finish from primary school that could not further secondary school are there. Some finish the secondary school, they could not even complete the secondary school, they are there. So some finish, they could not make their result, they are there. So you have to bring them together and sanitize them. So, okay. And then later on, but you give them classes. Those that finish secondary school, place them where they're supposed to be. Then you know how to handle them. Then those that finish primary school, they did not go to secondary school, you cannot bring them together. Because bring them together, the workload will be too much for you. So you know when you're talking to the one that finished primary school, they did not go to secondary school, you know how to handle them. Those that stop in GST, you know how to handle them. So that you do your timetable, your time scheme schedule on how to handle them individually. But if you don't do it that way, you find out that you're going to take 1 year repeating one thing. But if you split it and find out that so this for so people, so day for 6 people, then you have a venue where you meet them and discuss. Then you pick the best and bring them together again and do another get together. From there, they'll work for you while you sit down and get report from them. Because if you already build them inwardly on how to get them, they're going to be a fisher of men for empowerment, youth empowerment, sensitization and awareness to reduce street menace, youth drug menace, to reduce and it's going to help the society. Where it's going to help the security as well. Because the security now, by looking for people that are going to tell us that if something happens in our community, these are the people that cause it because we know them very well. But if you don't do that number, the security can come, they don't know which house this first person come from. But the thing happened in the community, but the child belongs to the community, which house? They are not there to show. But when the youth are harmonized, by discover that they will say, if you don't change, we tell the security if something happened. The person has no choice because 1 out of 10 cannot beat 9. So you have to pair with the 9 to become 10 so that they work together and build their community. But when 8 is bad, these two cannot change the 8. So sensitization and awareness number will build the youth in community. And it will make the youth now become leader of tomorrow. That's why they say we have good youth leader. And youth leader now will channel it to the Miangwas before this 3 years. They find out that there's a chain of network of leadership. They'll be respected when they call for meetings. But if not, you discover that some Miangwas will come for meetings, the youth will not go. But why some will call the youth to go? Because of the cordial relationship between the Miangwa and their youth and the youth leader. And the youth leader must be a straightforward somebody. Yes is yes, no is no. And it's time for the youth. That's how you see security can come and confidently call youth leader number. And whatever the youth leader number say, youth leader says, they stand by it because they know him with integrity for years. How will you do it? That means you are the one and going to educate them, inculcate it into them to become what you want them to be. So that's the peripheral aspect of for the youths. But the leaders too, some of them are corrupted in terms of money. If you discover their number, be careful of them. Then, because you are trying to build a new future generation, depends on the youth now. The youth now know how to handle their district head and Miangwas for you. But even though some of them will say, okay, what is my own percentage? They will think government give you money.
Yes.
What is my own interest? You are coming to see me as Miangwa, you come to my house. What did you bring for me? I cannot tell you anything without, you see, that's where you see that they want to spoil your mind so that you cannot be able to focus on what you want to do. It's a goal and it's an objective and it's a cross you are carrying and it's the gift is given to you, but they will rubbish it in their palace for you.
So in this case now, how do you deal with them, those bad youth leaders?
The bad youth leaders and way of dealing with them, when you have interaction with them, 3 words they will say to you will tell them whether to work with them or not to work with them. One, they will say, okay, you are welcome. What do I stand to gain? Number one, personal interest. They are not care about their community, they care about personal interest. Then say you stand to gain, your youth are going to be useful to you, they're going to be obedient to you. You say, moreover, they are so nuisance. What will I benefit from them? That means you cannot work with such person. But when he said, youth are my children and I'm their father, please, you can help him talk to them, harmonize them, we can work together as father and children and youth leaders and youth, and I'm their father as Miangwa in this community. I'll be very happy work with such leader. That's how do you know the difference between them. 3 words from them, you know who they are.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I think we'll stop here because I'm sure the cameraman, his hand may be tired. Next time we'll come, we'll have to look for a stand and come and put it over.
So let me add to this
yeah,
one. In a community, is a place we have brothels. Brothels are where young boys go to do quick time. You're going to have sex with this prostitute. The prostitutes are there making money. But remember, any of them that has sickness transferred to a young man, the young man transferred to his girlfriend in the community. It has affected families. I guess in a point. So that one number we'll discuss more on it when we meet next.
Okay.
But if I start unveiling it for you to take more time again.
It take a lot of time. And then the viewers will not have the patience to wait all this while.
So now the aspect number, this one is just we're going to say this one for the next time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, welcome.
Yes. And then what do I tell our viewers who you are? What do you tell
Okay, I'm Christopher John Otobo, the founder of Youth Initiative Against Societal Menace. We are the one that anchored our project on peace building on Plateau State, using football and going to street and how to reduce street menace, drug abuse, and how to educate youth to become skill acquisition and become empowered to themselves, to build community to themselves. Wow. I'm part of the team that built out that.
Wow,
in
that's
collaboration
great.
with civil defense, Nigerian armies, and police.
Wonderful.
Police.
Maybe next time we meet, we can also deal with that, what you've done and what you have achieved. Yes. So next time we meet, we'll be able to talk about that.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah.